So last episode was majority, or I guess the last half of it was majority Tadius Clayus.
Clay Tate.
And a little bit of Senior Berdeus Johnsinius.
That's my father's name.
Call me Bird.
Yeah. No, tweet.
Birdie was my father. Between the two of yous, what do you remember from the last episode?
Hot air balloon.
So that's the Sadesky's one-word response. We had breakfast with Creedmoor. We chatted about some stuff. It was a more reserved meal and conversation because I think both sides could kind of feel like, you know, we're on the same side currently, but we're not really on the same side.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like tension. I feel like
Animosity.
Yeah, we asked him to gather his friend in the woods to help us when we approach Sierraton, and he was non-committal. He
said he would reach out.
Yeah, he said he would reach
to
out.
some allies and see if he could do anything.
Yeah, he mentioned mercenaries more than once. He brought up us reaching out to Swarzen and the CPMP multiple times, which, you know, it's like, hey man, you're insisting enough where I don't want to spite you. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's getting weird at this point.
Or it's like, I don't know if this is something Birdie would think, because I can't recall the technology of the time, but it's like, if I go send a wire at this place, are you going to know what I sent? You know?
the way I imagine it, based on like video games and movies, is like you'd go to the telegraph office, which is usually in like a post office type of thing. You'd say, hey, I want to send a telegraph. Here's where it's going. You'd write out what you want them to say and then hand them that slip of paper. They'd and then
you'd get the piece of paper back?
Or they'd throw it away.
The only way he's going to find out is if he goes and interrogates the person sending it.
The telegraph operator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't like hijack a line.
Perfect.
Or if they did, that would be very,
can they?
very impressive. Tap into it miles down the road.
So then the idea was Tate was going to go on a hot air balloon and Birdie was going to go try to chat with the sheriff's deputy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Coxon, or what the hell's that dude?
Calkins.
Calkins. There you go.
Coxon?
I think you were going to send a telegram too.
I was also going to send a telegram. The telegram and Coxon events have not yet occurred, and Tate spent a long time in a hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
That's a callback. That's a callback. That's good. Yeah, they might have forgotten it by this point. We're so far through the story of this recap.
Hot air balloon.
Okay, now it's now. All right. I want to recap what you saw.
Do I need to leave?
You plug your ears or leave. What do you want to do? You want to leave or plug your ears?
I'll leave just so you can speak normally.
Yeah. Okay, so now that it's just the two of us,
Hot air balloon.
what happened in the hot air balloon?
Tate went up in the hot air balloon. Tried to suggest to the operator that they should go towards Sierra 10, which they did.
And what did he say?
At Sierra 10 it's definitely a complex, surrounding a complex, surrounded by a wall. And the whole thing encompasses this darkness.
Imprisoning me, all that I see.
And kind of once Tate saw the darkness is when they were getting to the point where they were close enough that weather patterns were too dangerous for the balloon to fly in, and clouds were splitting above Sierraton.
What do you think, or Clay think, that darkness is?
I think he's certain that whatever it is the same thing producing the shadow monster. So it's smoke, it's shadow, it's incorporeal. Big word.
That is a big word.
That I hope I used right.
You did.
What it is, he has no fucking clue. But clearly it's the enemy. As a player playing a character, it's some sort of magic occult source.
Magic occult source
of
what?
Everything that's happening.
What are you talking about?
Wow, Mr. Sarcasm over here.
Okay, anything else before we summon the Dubois? He who plays Birdie?
I don't think there was really anything else super notable.
Okay. Let's swap you two. I think his will be a little bit, and then you guys will meet back up. Yeah, let's do it. I'll try to make it snappy. Birdie Johnson and Tate Clay split ways. Creedmoor follows Birdie. They're leaving the libations bar, heading toward the telegraph, which is in the post office near the railroad.
You got to send a wire as well?
Yes, I have a few people I need to get in touch with. If we need, well, I suspect we'll need several pairs of hands if we're trying to get into Sierraton. Yes.
This is all a precaution, too. I mean, it's not like we know that they're going to, meet us with pitchforks, right? It's just...
Well, we do. I do.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I guess any help we can get would be appreciated.
I mean, you read the mission statement, briefing. Mission statement. Local authorities have had very little ability. I mean, they leave them alone. They pay their taxes. Nobody's been able to get in. Nobody. For any reason.
Yeah. I'd still, the whole frontal assault concept is, let's just say one of last resort. I'd rather not do that.
Well, I guess we'll see how things play out.
Exactly. But better to have and not need.
Around then, they get to the post office.
Birdie's going to roll a cigarette. Hey, you go ahead and send yours first. Is there a single telegraph or is there multiple,
It seems like there is only one.
Tell you what, you go ahead and send yours first. I'll wait patiently.
Very good. Creedmoor walks in about... Birdie gets through a couple cigarettes before Creedmoor comes back out. All right. It's all yours.
Thank you kindly. Birdie's going to head on in.
It's a moderate-sized post office. It's larger than the one that was at White Round. There's a large counter with a few people behind it. There's a door with a hallway. The door is open. You see some boxes, labels. It smells a little bit. Smells like an older building. or like older paper.
Hi, what can I do for you?
I need to send a telegram.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that'll be a dime.
Here you go. Thank you kindly.
And what do we need to say?
Okay, prepare to copy.
Oh, you can just write it down on that paper. There's a pencil right there. You can just write it down. I'll punch it up.
Sounds good. Birdie is going to start writing out messages.
And what do the messages say?
He is indeed writing a message to Sworzen. Sworzen, in Short Tree Falls, evidence points towards Sierraton as potential source of anomaly. Working with Creedmoor, stop. Caution, stop. Request assistance, stop. Moving on Sierraton within day, stop. Let us know if local assets are available. Full stop. Off the record. Birdie prefers to give way more detailed reports in person via instead of over the telegram. About the farm, about the gangs, and about stuff like that. He's being purposefully vague, except Sierraton.
Do you think that they would reply like right away? Because it's going to the office. Presumably, there's people there.
Oh yeah, Eduardo.
Yep.
Sworzen. Ghostbusters.
Peggy. Heidi? Oh, shit.
Heidi Ripplinger.
Heidi Ripplinger, thank you.
Yep.
I don't know why my mind goes to Peggy. I don't know why.
That's why I said Ghostbusters.
Thank you.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. And Birdie will wait for him to send it and roll another smoke. Say, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna wait and see if we get a quick response.
Okay, yeah. Let me go send that down the line, and if there's a response, I'll write that out and get it to you.
I'll be right here.
Birdie's sitting there smoking his cig. Couple folks, go ahead.
He'd grab a cup of coffee if there was one for folks. I don't know if there would be. Probably not.
In 1910, 11,
There probably wouldn't be any hey, you're here while you wait.
yeah, with little packets of sugar.
No.
No, I mean, there's a couple chairs and some, week-old newspapers that are well worn. As Birdie waits, some folks walk in, deliver some packages, walk out. Another person walks in. Hey, he has a bag full of envelopes, sets those down one by one. Birdie looks up. Seems like there's a familiarity between the postman and this guy with the bag. They chuckle a little bit about something. And then he hears beep, 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 beep. He sees one of the men behind the counter sit down. He hears the beeping. He can hear the pencil moving across the paper. Did you say who you were? Did you say Birdie Two's Worsen?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, actually, let's take that back. That would be common practice.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Say that real quick.
Birdie to Zworsen. Yeah, it would be Birdie to Zworsen. It wouldn't be Agent Johnson to Commissioner, or whatever.
U.S. Marshal, formerly Texas Ranger.
U.S. Deputy Marshal, by the way.
Deputy.
A buddy of mine said there is only one U.S. Marshal.
Really?
That's the leader of the marshals. So
Oh,
every U.S. Marshal is a deputy marshal.
really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Well, okay.
Leave that in. Library.
So, guy writes down all this stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Mr. Johnson, we got a reply. He hands Birdie a folded piece of paper. It says, Birdie, local assets in area. Stop. Speak to man staying in room 172. Your building. Stop. He'll fill you in. Stop.
Thank you kindly.
Have a good day.
You as well. Birdie is going to take that note and put it in his pocket and leave the post office.
Creedmoor's there. So, how'd it go?
Well, made my report.
Good deal.
All right. So what's next on the docket for you?
Well, I guess there's a couple locals I could speak to in town. I've been trying to get the sheriff. I might try that again.
All right. You go ahead and try the sheriff. I got to run an errand or two myself. How about you and I reconvene at the libations around lunchtime?
Libations again?
I mean, isn't that where we agreed to meet Tate?
Did they? Yeah? Okay.
Meta.
Yes. Yes.
Unless you have a better place you can think of.
Well, I did like that Cafetto place. But you're right, we did promise to meet back up at the libations. It's just something about the way they fry their potatoes.
Oh, I found it quite nice myself.
Well, you must be made of sterner stuff. Well, dear Marshal Johnson, I will leave you to it. What time did we say?
Lunchtime, so let's say noon.
Then we will meet at noon.
All right, until then, head on a swivel.
Yes. I'm hoping I get a reply. I'm starting to feel a little anxious. Well, be safe.
You too.
He walks.
And Birdie's going to start walking back towards the Red Roof Inn. Right?
Red tent.
Red Tent Inn.
It's still the morning time. He gets there. There's some folks shuffling around, checking in, checking out. He recognizes the young woman behind the counter.
Birdie's going to go to... Is like the continental breakfast still going on?
There's a couple muffins sitting out. Small, tiny little muffins.
Birdie's going to get himself a mug of coffee.
Okay.
And then he knows the lay of the land here.
Yep.
He's going to nod his head to the concierge.
She nods back.
And he's going to find room 172.
It's on the first floor. The numbers aren't 1 through 0. It's like they start at 25 over here and then 50 over here, and it's like, who thought of this? But that's just the way it was thought of. So he takes a right in the first hallway, walks down to room 172. Is that Terminator or Battlefield?
Terminator.
They're like the same. He knocks on the door with the Terminator theme song, inventing it for the first time. He sees the peephole darken.
Birdie is standing front and center.
Who's that there?
It's Birdie.
Birdie who?
Birdie Johnson.
Who you with?
CPMP.
What's that stand for?
We really got to do this here?
I like to be careful.
The Commission for Preternatural and Metaphysical Phenomena.
Who's in charge?
Well, Alborn, technically.
It's a good answer.
You hear something slide. You see a man standing behind the door. Well dressed, well groomed. He has a mustache and a bit of a soul patch. Short hair, slicked to the side. I suppose, let me introduce myself. Name's Fontaine. Special Agent Fontaine.
Well, Fontaine, Deputy Marshal Birdie Johnson.
So, tell me, I guess, how much do you know? Where are you at with everything right now?
Huh. Well, I kind of feel obliged to ask you the same question.
Well,
Like, first and foremost, I wasn't aware that there were, let's see, secondary assets here.
technically, there isn't. Between you, me, and Zwarson, I'm not here. I'm on vacation.
Perfect.
I'm not with the CPMP. But, well, Zwarson made me aware of your problem with your dear leader, and I'm here to help.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
I read the same briefing that you did. Where are we at?
If you don't mind, I'd really feel comfortable if we just got maybe a couple more steps of verification in there real quick.
Weren't you the one just now asking if we had to go through all that? I suppose I know who you are. You don't know who I am.
I was standing in a hallway, right? Didn't really want to air our business out to any casual set of ears.
Zwarson and I had a history. We worked together on a number of cases in the Marshals. I got transferred over to the Bureau of Investigation. He stuck with the Marshals, took a desk job. Matter of fact, I actually know Alborn. The three of us worked on a thing together in Tallahassee. It's a long story.
What kind of cigarettes does Zwarson smoke?
He doesn't.
Go on.
Fontaine smiles. He likes him a little bigger. You know what I mean.
Fair enough.
I'm aware of the oddities that go on that you guys look into.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Unacceptable.
Birdie has one of the green glowing gems on his person.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty certain that's true.
Yes, that is, yes. He went to sleep with a few of them.
Yes. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, let me see where to start. And Birdie's going to pull one out of his pocket and just hold it up in his palm.
Ah. That's odd. Now, what am I looking at here?
You're looking at another piece of the puzzle.
Huh.
So, we're up here for missing folks, right? That pattern. Okay. And Birdie's going to start going through it. Do you want me to do it? Character?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, lots going on, and I'm just going to give you the cliff notes here. Came here, found out that there was a local gang that had ties to Sierraton. Okay. Also, the local sheriff's department did as well. We tracked them, wound up following them to a farm where they were operating. You're familiar with Creedmoor?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. They had abducted him and another fella, local drunk, who was witness to one of them fires, which was a cover-up for a kidnapping done by the Winsies, which we believe, we don't know for certain, but we believe that they're kidnapping folks for Sierraton for some unknown reason. Followed them to this farm out to the east, west. I can't remember the cardinal direction. Followed them to a farm just outside of town, and there discovered that they were holding Creedmoor and associate prisoner. The local sheriff's deputy was involved. They were engaged by a third party. We joined in the fracas and wound up eliminating all the folks present. Found a treasure chest, no other way to put it but a treasure chest, filled with a number of these here green stones of various intensities of brightness. I do believe that these stones are imbued with a certain otherworldly energy that can be used as a power source for who knows what. I do know that there are wounds on my person right now that are healed at a more advanced state than should be. We also learned...
Wait, hold on. What do you mean a more advanced state than they should be?
Power in the gems, I believe, accelerated the healing process of my wounds and my companion, Tate Clay. Imbued power.
Interesting.
Agreed. This ain't the first time we've run into something of its like.
Yeah, I think Frank had told me you guys had, out in those mountains, something similar had happened.
Apollo's Cradle. That's right. Yep. Similar, might be the same, might be related, might be completely different. I don't know. There's too many unknowns at this point. But the evidence speaks for itself. A wound that should still be festering is now knitting kindly. So whatever's in there is potent.
Where's the wound?
Birdie's going to show him the wound to his leg.
When did this happen?
This happened last night.
Last night?
Exactly.
Huh.
Roughly 11 hours ago.
Ain't that something? All right.
Yeah, something indeed. I skipped over a bit. We learned that Sierraton folks were the source of these gems. They would give them to the Winsies. The Winsies would deliver them to a local jeweler, whose name I will include in my report, because I forgot.
Anderson's Amazements.
Yep.
How could you forget?
I know.
I'm just kidding.
So, yeah, they would bring these jewels, these stones to Anderson's Amazements. They would sell them to him, and then he would, in turn, sell them to the sheriff.
The sheriff, huh?
Yes, the sheriff.
That makes sense to me. The amount of disappearances that have been going on in this area.
Too many to be a coincidence.
Well, and the fact that, well, I know some of the inquiries I put in were very disregarded, we'll say.
Yeah, not a lot of local assistance.
In fact, they were, yeah. All right, well, continue.
Mm-hmm. So we went through all that, took out some key members of the Winsies, and right now all signs are pointing towards Sierraton as being the end-all, be-all of the strife that's happening up here. So, without any other avenues to approach, we've come to the conclusion that our next move will be confrontation with Sierraton, whether that be direct or indirect. We want to prepare for a direct confrontation.
Have you had a chat with the sheriff yet?
He and I have not shared words yet. We have spoken with the deputies in town, one of which we know to be dead on the farm. The other one, Cockers.
Piles.
Piles is the one that's dead.
Yes. Calkins is the good one.
My next stop after the telegram, before I was informed of your presence here, was to go and speak with Deputy Calkins to see if we could potentially recruit his services, because he seemed to be, despite all evidence to the contrary, a genuine man. One that might not be tied up in all this.
Where is Creedmoor in all this?
Creedmoor and I parted ways from the post office about 15 minutes ago. He's been reaching out to local assets himself to see if we can't bolster our strength.
Something that Zwarson and I found kind of odd was right off the bat, he had a suspicion that the sheriff's department was involved with an outfit. Divisio.
Divisio indeed.
When Zwarson and I, also Heidi, questioned him on it, he had, he wouldn't share anything with us. He was very stern on that. I can respect that. But it fits, based on what we know about their MO from Apollo's Cradle, and I read the reports, the ones Zwarson wrote, not the ones published. Well, it seems like they're after stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they can infiltrate the Forest Service,
Why not a local sheriff's department? Why not beyond that?
maybe we need to have a private conversation with the sheriff.
You have any idea where he's at? Last I heard, he was over in the Brainerd area.
You said one of his deputies died last night?
That's right. I doubt that's public knowledge.
Yeah.
My next stop was to talk to Deputy Calkins. Yeah, I think if we or I had a word with him, we could probably get the sheriff to swing on by. Come get the lay of the land. Besides, he must be wondering where his deputy's at. I'm sure they have to report daily. Right? So maybe he swings by to take a peek.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
What do you know about the sheriff?
I know he's newer. Fell into it
Probably a couple of years ago, huh?
2-3 years ago.
All right. Weird. Just about the time that Anderson's Amazements started receiving shipments of gems and selling them to one customer, i.e. the sheriff of this area.
The question is, what does Sierraton get out of all this?
Now that is...
What's the connection with the missing people? Sorry, not to cut you off.
$1 million question. Yeah. What do they get out of moving gems out? Is it purely economical? In my limited experience with these things, I highly doubt it.
Well, where's your partner?
He's probably up a couple 1,000 feet right now, getting an aerial view of the area. He's up in one of them balloons for the... doing a bit of recon. I don't know how successful he'll be, but, it's a daggone balloon in the air. I don't know how they control them. So he might come back with a titillating tale of, lofty vantage and nothing else, or maybe he'll come back with some real bona fide intel.
Let's get with Tate. Special Agent Clay.
You can call him Tate in my presence.
Then you can call me August.
Birdie.
Let's get him on this. Find that deputy. And get the sheriff.
That sounds like a plan. My timeline of the day was to go talk to the deputy, meet up with Creedmoor for lunch at the libations. I don't know if you want him to know you're around or not. That's up to you.
Maybe I should sit the lunch out then. Not that Creedmoor has been a good asset.
Yeah, but his motives are his own.
That's true. I've only met the man once.
Well, I did happen to save his life a few months back.
Well,
but I don't know how much of that debt he honors.
yeah.
It's an unknown. I don't know yet about Creed. I don't quite have my finger on him. Ally, asset, part-time associate.
Well, I'll be here. Once you have word on the sheriff, let me know.
You got it.
All right. We'll be in touch.
Head on a swivel. And Birdie leaves.
He pats his hip and gives a little salute. Goodbye. Locks the door behind him.
Hell yeah. And Birdie heads off.
Let's fast forward to the libations bar.
Deal.
And let's get he who plays Clay.
I got him.
And I'm going to grab a glass of water.
Water.
Agua. Okay, where does he want to stop?
The liquor store.
What's he purchasing from the liquor store?
So on his way back from the balloon ride, Tate's going to stop at the liquor store or whatever it would be. And he's going to pick up some very, very strong alcohol. Like moonshine or...
Like some Everclear shit?
Like the flammable shit.
Bathtub gin.
Okay.
This shit'll make you blind.
Like Molotov cocktail type shit.
Oh, I see. Okay, he buys how many bottles?
Like 15.
15?
He's got to carry them.
Okay. He buys 15 bottles of extremely strong flammable alcohol. Sure, why not? Had the Molotov had that been invented yet? I'm sure people would have thought of that.
Oh, putting bottles of alcohol with a rag and lighting it on fire.
And then throwing it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it was called a Molotov, but
No.
Well, the Molotov originates from, the Russians.
The Winter War.
Yes. But, I doubt they were the first persons to conceive of lighting something on fire and throwing it at
They
bad
probably
guys.
called it something stupid like a spring dawn or something. We're gonna throw 5 spring dawns at him.
It's a cherry.
It's a cherry. He's got a tomato. Run!
and then he's walking down the street carrying a case of liquor.
Okay, it's almost noon, and he has an appointment to make at the libations bar.
With a case of liquor.
Is he bringing it into the... Is he?
Probably.
Dude, rules relaxed back then. They wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you just walk. Yeah, okay, sure, yeah. He walks in.
Hey, you're not drinking that here, right?
I mean, maybe if you're sharing. Who's sharing? I'm Karen.
And he heads to the libations.
He walks inside. Birdie's already sitting there with Creedmoor.
He would probably set the crate down by the table and take a seat.
And what is in the box?
Liquor.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's got a bit of a thirst.
That's, quite the thirst.
Sometimes you can only get the special stuff somewhere.
I suppose.
Figure I'll keep it on the shelf for a couple years and pass it down, maybe.
Yes.
So anyway, did you get any responses yet from your telegrams?
Yeah, I did. I told them to, well, be ready, but hold on. You'd said we were still... But my friend in the woods, no, I've heard nothing.
All right.
And what about you?
Yeah, Tate. Nothing yet. Tate, how about you and...
What about you? Yeah, Tate.
Roll a deceit. Roll a fast talk or lie check or something. Persuade.
I rolled an 81 over 64.
Okay. He says, yeah, nothing. Anyway, Clay. And Creedmoor slowly nods and then looks over at Clay.
All right, well, not quite nothing yet. I just want to hear what he's got to say first.
So we're not getting no backup sent out?
That's uncertain.
I figured it would be.
There's stuff like kind of close, but not too close.
It's going to take him a while.
Well, how far away is St. Paul again?
Not terribly far. I guess I don't know off the top of my head.
I got the vibe that it was more than like a, hey, we'll hit the road now and we'll see you tonight.
How far is a train ride to Brainerd?
Oh, train ride.
Probably to
Yes.
catch a train coming this way and make it, it would probably be like 10 hours. Because it's not like a train's just going to spawn at the fucking station waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm, off the top of my head, I don't know.
Basically, it was said, can send backup in 1 to 2 days from St. Paul. Question mark, kind of. Like it wasn't too clear. Because,
Did you?
I mean, do you hop on a horse? I don't know.
Did you accept it?
I didn't have time to respond. No, I didn't respond.
Tate just nods at that. I'll tell you what, though, them balloons are something else.
What'd you see?
Damn hard to control. Just kind of go where the wind brings you.
I could have told you that, and I'd never been in one.
But he,
You never catch me in one. Well, maybe you would.
I'd have to have a darn good reason.
What, RuneScape's it's loading too slow?
No, I want the map.
Oh. For the listening audience, Tate Clay is playing RuneScape on an iPad
not today.
while at the dinner table.
Not today.
Whilst at the dinner.
Whilst.
We were able to make our way along the northern shore of Lapland,
Really?
but get kind of close and... Oh, Creedmoor. He hands him his spyglass.
Oh! It's not cheap.
Got close enough to kind of see the... I would call it probably like a compound. A fort, maybe?
Okay.
It was kind of this big outer wall, surrounded by an inner group of buildings, all surrounding a group of buildings surrounding something. But as soon as I was getting even close enough to try to make anything out, the weather was coming in weird. You had to take the balloon away. See out from the distance, it seemed like clouds were parting over Sierraton. And bad weather was coming towards us, so...
Creepmore, how long you been in this area?
Oh, About a month.
Can you corroborate with this weird weather phenomena?
It's in your mission statement.
I want his words.
What'd you say? Like clouds parting?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
weather coming in.
Yes, I would say absolutely.
I want to psych that.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I didn't want to get up in a balloon. Strange weather patterns and whatnot. Like, not for me.
20 under 31 psychology. This is reading his kind of body language from the how long he's been here and the weather pattern answers.
Seems like he's telling the truth. He's been here as far as you can tell. Him saying, I've been here about a month, and yeah, I've noticed the strange weather patterns.
There's no like telltale signs of.
He says, like a ton, and then looks up to the right. No. He seems like he's being honest.
Okay.
But the strange weather patterns have been reported for a long time in this area, both with the compasses and with the winds, the clouds. I mean, look at this. He pulls out a compass from his bag near where he put the spyglass back, flips it open, puts it on the table. The table's mostly even, level. And as you sit there looking at the compass, it never really points north.
Just constant movement.
Well, it'll like try to get north. You'll see it like kind of be there for a moment and then start to spin a little bit south and then a little bit west. So it's like if you were to stare at it, you could tell where north is.
But it doesn't stop on north.
Yes, it doesn't sit still on north.
Okay, so you saw a walled compound with a bunch of buildings on the inside, and then an inner ring of buildings, and then something on the center.
Yeah, it's
What did it look like? Sorry.
clearly built around something, but we couldn't quite get close enough to see.
What do you mean built around something?
Yeah.
As
You
if
know, you ever see like the news articles or read the stories of like the Colosseums? How they're all kind of built around that arena?
You're talking about an agora.
I
an
think
agora?
that's- Yeah.
You mean the Parnethon?
I think you mean the Parthenon.
It was regardless, gents. It was kind of built like that, you know?
So would you say that the center of town was in a lower depression than its exterior?
This table's probably a little dusty. Or there's some dust around or something, right?
I mean, they might keep it clean.
No, it's pretty clean.
Well, Tate's gonna use something, condensation from his finger, a little bit of dust, and put a dot down, and then draw a circle around it, and then draw another circle around that. That's kind of what it looked like a target, maybe?
Concentric circles. Yes.
Did it look like maybe a well, perhaps?
That's the thing is, it didn't look like anything.
But there weren't no ziggurat in the center. Like no pyramid or temple or anything. Kind of. It didn't look like a nipple, did it?
It also was like really big.
Nothing like that.
What was really big?
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know. That was a OOC. You didn't hear that.
You didn't want to. You do not want death sticks.
You want to go home and change your life. I want to go home and change my life.
By really big, though, compare it to like a football field.
Can you plug your ears for like 1 second? Like a small cabin could fall into it and go straight to the bottom.
Like a one bed.
Yes. So like a well?
That's
And
See, I'm kind of having troubles like making out what it even was or it could look like, because it didn't look like there was anything.
Nothing.
Yeah,
There was a nothingness.
quite literally nothing.
Hard to describe because it's the absence of anything. So beyond the word nothing, nothing else applies.
Interesting.
Does that
Maybe
ring-
a void.
might be a good word for it. Ring a bell to you of anything, Creemore?
No. Nothing's been reported about what's inside. You might well be one of the first people who have gotten a good look who's not from there originally.
I wouldn't say it was a good look, but
And with my spyglass. He pulls out a notepad and writes that down.
don't mind the scratch.
Scratch. He grabs it and opens it up and looks at it, looks through it. So you guys are at
scratch.
so he's got this huge freaking spyglass in the middle of this lunch, bar diner. Oh. He collapses it, puts it back in the bag.
Told you not to mind it.
All right, so the best I can see right now is we got to make our way to Sierra. But seeing as how it's noon already, and how long you think it'll take us to get there?
Oh, I'm not good at these sort of things. A day, two, perhaps.
A day or two. Tate, based on your observations, how long do you think it's going to take us to make it to Sierra?
I think around a day if we hike straight.
I think if I remember right, it was like 100 miles.
100 miles?
No, it can't be. Well, maybe it is.
100 miles. So people on foot walking at a brisk pace can go, you're talking like a 15-minute mile. So you're talking like 4 miles an hour.
Let me consult the map.
And that's walking. Now, if you have horses, you can go further. But 100 miles would be more than...
No, I'm sorry. It would be about 60 to 80. 80 like being a very high guess. Judging from the map, 60 to 80. I doubled it in my mind on accident.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a good little bit to get there.
But that'll take a few days on foot. No, if we can get some horses.
We can get some horses.
All right, if we can get some horses, we can make it there in a couple days. Right? Without killing the animals.
Oh, easily. Birdie can tell Creedmoor doesn't know what he's talking about.
Like, well, yeah.
And so can Clay.
All right. Well, then what I propose is tomorrow we head out and we make our way towards Sierra. You don't need to leave now. If we do, that's just one more night in the bush. And having spent enough nights in the bush, I think one more night in a good hotel with a soft bed and some breakfast will do us good. And maybe give you a bit more time to rally any troops.
I agree.
And maybe we can get ourselves some backup on our end as well.
Very good. Well, gents, I believe this one's on Clay today.
I do believe you're correct.
Clay will look around.
We got it, Creedmoor.
Well, in that case, I'll be off. He gets the impression that you guys kind of want him to leave.
We will reconvene at your hotel tomorrow morning.
I'll be there. Have a good rest of your day. Be
do the
safe. Be safe.
Tate will signal Reginald over.
Yeah.
You guys got a few maybe old or used up rags I can get?
What for?
personal use.
No, I'll check.
Anything you're about to throw away or something like that.
I'll see what I can do. How about you tip?
He's been tipping him pretty good this whole time,
Okay,
and we kind of saved him.
I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it. Your friend. The one's back, and the red-headed individual, you won't be hearing from him no more.
What do you mean?
If you could bring me some rags, that'd be great.
And
He looks to the side. He nods.
baguette.
I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate you.
Brady's gonna look around. Creedmoor's gone, right?
Creedmoor has left.
That was a void.
What's that?
A big black void
Big black void, huh?
in the center. Was it like a hole?
It was like a hole in the ground, but also a void.
Yeah, just like a black circle, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It kind of looked like a hole, but you ever look at something and like there's no depth to perceive?
Can't say is that a head.
You could. It seemed like it went down, but it was like looking at a lake, where the whole lake, top of the lake, is just crystal smooth. You know, the type that reflects the moon,
Oh, I seen that.
but the rest of the lake is black.
Yeah,
It was like that, but not like water black, like just
and not in
Nothing.
not in the dead of night, but
close
in
your eyes and that's the same thing you see in the center.
and that's just the in the midday sun.
That's what everything's built around.
Well, hey, now that Creedmoor's gone, we got a friend in town.
I don't think St. Paul's down, Bird.
No, that was a bit of a fib on my part.
Short tree?
Room 172.
Same place as us?
Yes, sir.
I'll be damned.
Yep. Fontaine.
CPMP or?
No, sir. Nope. He's a friend of Zors's.
So he's a outsider.
Yeah, but I think he's one of us.
Any affiliation?
BOI.
What does that mean?
Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, yeah, he used to run with them cats back in the day. I feel he's on Team Zorson more than Alborn.
Did you test him?
I sure did.
Ask him what kind of liquor Zorson drinks?
I asked him what kind of cigarettes he smoked.
And he got it right.
He got it right.
Right on him. Good on you, too.
That almost stumped me. I was like, wait, but he doesn't.
My original plan after hitting up the telegram was to swing by the deputy sheriff's office and see if we couldn't talk to Cox, see what he's all about.
Calkins.
Cockins.
Affiliated friend might be better than a junior.
I was thinking if we're going to go into a place the size of Sierraton, you know, another set of hands wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but
This
We
might
don't-
help us a bit. Yeah, and Tate will nudge down to the barrel of 15 bottles of very, very strong liquor.
yeah, not your most subtle hour there, Tate. Totally get what you're doing, but
Reginald walks back. Here's a bag.
Thank you, sir.
He hands you a sack of rags. Anything else,
And
guys?
you know, I think that'll do it for today.
whole grain
Uh,
baguette.
Thank you, both of you.
Edgar says hello.
He's probably up by the red tent still.
I'll check on him. Is he okay?
Actually, hey,
A little confused.
you know, Reginald, there just might be a favor we need from you.
What's that?
Where Edgar's at the moment,
Clean up?
cleanup. There's a wagon out back of the red tent with some cargo on it that might need to go somewhere.
Disappear.
Sorry to ask, but this is your town, not ours, and I'm sure you probably have an idea or two of where we could dispose of something discreet like.
What kind of thing?
Same as you and I.
Oh, okay.
Just a little more pale.
It just
I got it. I got it. I know where to take it. He looks around. I know where to take it.
and,
Consider us even.
Huh?
Consider us even.
I appreciate that. Well, I'll get to that as soon as I get out of here, which is soon.
he ain't going nowhere.
Reginald walks off. Don't forget, what does the guy want to do?
What does the guy want?
Why did he want you to do what you said you want to do with the deputy?
Fuck, I can't remember.
Plug your ears real quick and don't sing. He wants to draw out the sheriff.
That's right. Yes. All right. So when we go and say hi to Cockins,
You still want to go?
yeah, we got some things we got to do there. What we're gonna do is set up a. We want to entice the sheriff to come on down the short tree,
Cold rain, baguette,
say hi, and get involved in the mix.
Entice? You talking sales?
Well, I mean, we do still have some of them lovely
Yeah.
glowing stones.
You seem to want to before, so
Yeah. Either way, we got to get him in the mix and figure what he's about.
it's probably our next move, huh?
Yeah, I think we got to go pay a visit to the sheriff's department.
Sheriff, Answorth, Sierraton.
Sheriff's, Answorth, Sierraton.
And that's where we'll end it.
Fuck yeah.
All right, guys, let's do a little recap. No, I'm just kidding. It's me. It's your boy. It's your friend. It's your bestie, Cody Zenner, coming at you. I'm actually getting this episode done early, which is a first. Hey, we released our 50th episode last week. We had a little discount on our merch store. All that was on the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, you might be missing out on stuff. However, I do think we might end up extending that discount. So if you want to go check out our website, check out our merch, t-shirts, cool long sleeves with the shit on the sleeves, you know. What else? You already know, coffee mugs and stickers, etc. You know, and if you guys want to see something else on there,
You know, maybe beer koozies. I don't fucking know. What do you kids put on your shit nowadays? Let me know. Pop in the Discord. Say, hey, what's up? Also, big shout out to, you know, the fans. Okay, the folks, the fellas, the gentlemen, the ladies over on Patreon. Totoro's Bang Bus and Steak, two great, beautiful human beings that hopefully I get to play Mothership with someday. Saturday for me was yesterday, right now in the present, which is a different day from when you're listening to this. You know, time is a strange phenomena, right? But anyway, we all went, Sadesky, Dubois, some other friends, we went to do a like professional Dungeons and Dragons thing where there's a game store that has these game rooms and you hire a DM. And it was a ton of fun. It was really refreshing to not DM for once. And it's been a while since I played Dungeons and Dragons. I know it's been a while since Sadesky did, but it was a blast. I tell you what, the DM, his name was Josh. He was great. He was wonderful. It was a really fun time, honestly. And the place was really, they had a like food, you know, and we ordered like pizza and fucking chicken fingers and tater tots and, you know, that type of shit. And all of it was really good, actually. So that was a good time. Yeah. Also, we have 2 feet of snow where I live, and it's fucking awful. But anyway, I need to tell all of you, beautiful, beautiful people, about the Patreon. You already know what's up with the Patreon, but I got to shout out my homies, Glans Dilzig, Carter Garcia, Paul Davis, STEAK, Steak, and the Bang Bus, which belongs to Totoro. You guys are great. Wonderful people. You help us make this dream become a reality, right? And there's some new content up on there. There's some new content, some new bloopers reels. There's going to be a new, little old Parasol offline. It's going to be a little solo sesh with moi going over some film stuff. So, yeah. Either way, what else? What else is there? I talked about the merch. I talked about the Discord. I talked about the Patreon. I think that's everything. Listen to good music, guys. There's a lot of good music out there. I hear people say, like at work, you know, like, oh, they don't make good music anymore. Silence! No! Shush! They do make good music. There's plenty. There are more artists today making music than probably ever in the history of mankind. And there is more access to high quality musical tools, we'll call them, than ever before. If you are like, oh, I only like Nirvana-esque music, or I only like, I don't know, the 70s, right? I only like Creedence Clearwater. There are bands today making music that sounds like that. And you know what? They're doing a really good fucking job. When I hear that critique from people, I feel like it's just folks that are like really locked into whatever they already like, and they have no sense of adventure to go listen to some weird shit. Excuse myself on, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, and I'd say, I get it. If you like what you like, then great. You like what you like, but don't shit on other people's music. You know what I mean? I was listening to this very cool musical duo from Quebec, called Angene de Portrenet. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't fucking speak French. But anyway, like, you know, I like all kinds of music, except for some kinds of music that I don't really care about all that much. So anyway, I'm going to go play Ruiner, the twin stick cyberpunk FPS, not FPS. What do you call it? Top down? I normally don't really play these types of games. Ruiner's a lot of fun. They're making a sequel. Good time. What else? Do I have any other news? I started working on a novel. And I'm telling everybody that because I need to work on it. If nobody knows that I'm working on it, it's a great excuse to like give up on it. You know what I mean? So, hold me accountable, guys, please. Lord knows Chamberlain's not going to do a good job of that, but even though he tries, right, he will, assault me with many deadly weapons, per paw and mouth. So anyway, I'll let you guys go. Be safe, stay warm. love yourself and the people around you, even if nobody's perfect. Hopefully everybody is at least trying, and that's all you can ask. So Godspeed you.